So, Gunk. Everybody's familiar with it. We all know what it is. We know it's disgusting. You find it, under your bathroom sink, in the tub, sometimes in moldy food containers in the fridge. But did you think you'd find a whole ton of it on an alien world? Maybe not. Maybe you did. Who knows? But that is what our main character is finding here in the Gunk. Now, that is what we're playing today. This is on Xbox Series X, free to play on Game Pass, and it's quite good. I gotta say, I played probably, I would say, a little over an hour of this, maybe hour 15, hour 20, somewhere in that window. And this is a exploration 3D platforming game where you got a cool glove that you upgrade, and you're just exploring this like real strange alien world. At the moment, we are in the middle of trying to get this bridge put together so we can get into that temple that is on the other side over there. And I'm going to make sure that the sound is on here so you can hear all the wonderful sounds in this game. So the interesting thing about this game is that it is the first game in a while, I think since 2011 I have written down here, that Image and Form, the guys behind the Steam World series, have released a game that was non-Steam World. There's some of the Gunk flying in the background over there, by the way. And they have created an excellent game here. Like, it's beautiful. It's got cool characters, interesting gameplay. And I'm just kind of like really into it. I started it last night. I played about probably 15 minutes of it. I was like, okay, man, I can't wait to play this, after work, some more the next day. And that's what I did as soon as I was done with work and we put my son down to bed. I was like, I'm going to play some more of this, and I'm really, really enjoying myself. So anyway, he plays this main character here. What is her name? Rainey? Something like that. And then you have your other main character, Bex, or Becky. But they talk back and forth as things happen through the game. And you are exploring with this glove that helps you do things like suck up gunk, which we will get to do in just a second here. You can also scan different things. Like this rubble here. We had not scanned rubble yet. So you are actually scanning different things for your system. And when you scan more and more things, trying to make this jump here, there we go. You actually unlock the potential to get upgrades for your gloves and other things. So we've already gotten quite a few upgrades here. We've got a more powerful glove. We've got, we can now sprint, which is nice because the normal walk speed was a little slow. And this also helps us jump gaps that are a little further away. There's other things too, like we haven't gotten to. There's Kevlar fiber, which you can make it so you can take more hits, that kind of thing. From enemies. So far the enemies have not been hard, but I imagine they're only going to get harder and more numerous. So at the moment we cannot get through this area. We got to use this little bomb thing here. Pull that off the ground, and we have got to blow up that rubble so we can get through. Now I believe in this area what we're going to have is a sort of a two-sided area to unlock the bridge type of thing going on, because I believe there are two pieces of bridge over here that we need to rotate around, and we've already opened one on this side, but I figured we'd explore over here too and see what's going on first. Also definitely wanted to show you guys the little bomb plant that you could throw to blow up rubble, because that is always fun to do. You can also suck up these parts here, so you may be unlocking the upgrades by scanning things, but you need to suck up those parts, organic parts, metal, that kind of thing, to actually get the upgrades. What do we got going over here? There's a collectible up there. No, it's not collectible. That is a vine that will help us get up there. Here's one of the upgrades we got for our glove. It's the ability to open these doors. You shoot a little thing out of your glove. Not sure if that could be used as a weapon or what, but we're going to go into this new area here. Little loading screen.
This society has stood here for a long time, and now it's just empty. Not a trace of life. Like they just up and left.
Maybe it was the Gunk. It seems like a difficult thing to coexist with. Probably better for us anyway.
There you have it. Yep, that was Bex and Ranny, I think is how you say her name. Is it Rainy or Ranny? Either way, the arm that you see on your main character, she has this big orange glove that she refers to as Pumpkin. And she's actually missing an arm. You haven't figured out or found out why yet, but that arm replaces her arm. She can take it off, upgrade it, recharge it, whatever it is she does with it. Let's see, what do we got going over here? These are the kernel fibers we need. And so you can see that each upgrade here has different parts. You'll see them in the bottom middle. You can see the organic, metal, fiber, and something else, or organic I think is what it is. But you can see each one of these that is X'd out that we haven't unlocked yet, that over on the right side there is a number in red that we do not have enough of just yet. So, alright, so at this point,
this can help me?
we need to grab the bomb thing. Throw it at the gunk, I guess? Oh, it did blow up the gunk. So anytime you blow up gunk, you're going to get like this misty thing happen where it restores
natural bridges.
It restores the you know, the natural feel of the area, the grass, everything like that. And I really like that effect. It really reminds me of Okami. How do you say that game where he plays the wolf? It's like cell shaded. Great game. Okami, I think is how you say it. I think that's how the little girl says it when you load the game up. Either way, that's what it reminds me of. Like completely like glorifying the area, bringing it back to its natural habitat. Really enjoy that. I also wanted to point out, like, I know I'm playing this on Series X, so it's a much beefier system than what, you know, some other people might have to play on. But this game is just really pretty. I think I could see her breath there for a second. Yeah, if you look closer, you can see her breathing out. The attention to detail, just the beauty of the world and everything like that. I'm always a sucker in 3D platformers and games styled like this. I mean, they have just like lush, beautiful environment like that, you know? The other thing it's kind of giving me too, even though it's like, it's a little bit more cartoony, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Metroid Prime. Because it's just got this like really good like alien feeling world to it, you know? And that is what Metroid Prime felt like too. Alright, I guess we'll shoot that down. Oh, there we go. We got stuck, and there go to rubble. There we go. Very nice. Oh yeah, we definitely don't want to fall down there. There are little exploratory passages every now and then. The passages don't usually lead you anywhere super cool. It's usually just to pick up extra materials.
Played a big part in the history of this place, didn't you? How's it going with the language translation?
Still haven't got all of it. I think it mentions the energy, though. Not sure how it translates. Something like Geist?
Geist, like a ghost? So the thing that they're referring to are these little stone tablets. We had just found one of these stone tablets and entered this area, and this big alien has a couple statues dedicated to it. We're not sure why that is just yet. So we're trying to figure it out. So we're going to scan another slab here.
I found another inscripted statue. Maybe it's a scene from their holy script or something?
Might be. But we're not here to study religion.
Now, so far, you know, I'm not super far in the game. Like I said, about an hour and a half at this point. And, you know, I'm in Chapter 4, so we're still relatively early. But so far, the game has been pretty linear. So for those of you who are, and that's the point I was making when I said that there are little nooks and crannies to explore, that if you're looking for a game that's going to have a lot of like alcoves and places, you know, secrets to explore, stuff like that, something like a Metroid Prime, even though it might have like an art style similar to that, the gameplay is not similar at all. It's very slowed down. It's much more relaxing. You do have combat in here. There are little monsters you are fighting, but it hasn't been anything, you know, too crazy to deal with or anything yet. So I would not go into this you know, feeling like you're going to get some kind of really big challenging game. I think this is meant to be more a relaxing, fun, and cool experience, you know. And that's kind of what I'm taking it as. I'm just having a good time exploring the world because you know, you guys know me by this point. Like, I'm just really into games that you explore the world in, and that's what we got here.
Another word that's frequent in the text, though. The computer suggests it translates to garden. Or maybe gardener?
I wish the computer would work faster. I can't wait to see the whole picture.
So here you can see we do have another little place to explore down over here, but we got rubble blocking us, and I guarantee behind there is just going to be more materials. It's not actually going to be anything super amazing, you know what I mean? But materials are important. We want to get those upgrades, right? So the real question is, how do we blow that up? I think I got to knock this down. There we go. We got it. We figured it out. And so far, most of the puzzling aspects of the games of this game have been like that. They haven't been too hard to figure out. So if you're worried about the game having any kind of like a puzzle,
I knew there was something here.
Hard puzzle aspect to it, that definitely is not the case either. Like I said, very relaxing. Very relaxing. It's like you're just exploring, finding things. The combat so far has not been super challenging. It's just like a really nice, like, kind of palate cleanser game, if you're jumping from big experience to big experience, it's kind of nice just to have one that's like, I assume this is only going to be like at most like 5-6 hours long. And I am okay with that. Woo! Having just dumped a ton of time into Forza on Game Pass as well, I'm definitely okay with playing a shorter experience and actually being able to get through it. Looks like we're into another area here. But I have liked image and form games for a long time.
We'll take care of it.
Uh-oh, we're losing communication. I have liked image and form games for a long time. I've liked the Steam World series for a long time, and I was talking about it earlier. Here we go. Here's some combat. I'll get to my point here in just a second. We're going to soak up some of this gunk here. So these little creatures will charge at you. And they do spawn out of the gunk every now and then. Get it? There we go.
Another energy spike.
Restored.
Location's still fuzzy, but it's definitely related to whatever is on the other side of the doorway.
But yeah, image and form though, they've been around for a bit. I believe SteamWorld Dig, I think, was their first game, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I gotta knock this thing down, don't I? There we go. You can use these little seed pods in here. And that'll give you little platforms to jump up and get more materials. Before we do that, though, we're going to get this bridge in place. Pull this out. There we go.
Just one more to go, I think.
I think. We'll find out, won't we?
I think they valued beauty.
How can you tell?
It's just a feeling. These ruins have something aesthetic about them. Like they were built not just for function.
And this is going to put us back where we were, right? Yes, it does. Okay, so now we can head over to the other side and try to get to the other bridge, which I think we got time for tonight here. We're only 13 minutes into this video here. So yeah, image and form. Started with SteamWorld Dig, to my knowledge, and then after that they came out with an iPhone game called Anthill, which actually came out on the Switch a couple years ago, and it is I believe one of the only Switch touchscreen only games that's out there. I actually played it on the channel. If you guys are interested, check out the video for that. Not a great game. It's okay. SteamWorld Dig is much better, which I think is why they probably stuck with...
Oh, some loot?
Oh, here we go. By the way, they stuck with doing the SteamWorld games after that, because Dig was a huge success. I don't think Anthill was. But they came out with SteamWorld Heist, which is an excellent game. Absolutely love that game. It's probably my absolute favorite turn-based strategy game of all the games that are out that are turn-based strategy. I think that one is my favorite. And I think I got the medal from that already. On top of that, they came out with SteamWorld Dig 2, which is also a wonderful game. And then they came out with the RPG. Is it just called SteamWorld RPG? I forget what it's called, but it's like it's an RPG. I thought it was just okay. I actually didn't play too much further into it past what I played in the video that I did for that one. Didn't think it was bad, but like RPGs, like, you know, turn-based strategy games, like SteamWorld Heist, like I give a little bit more time. I don't know, traditional RPGs where you have the 3 characters and, you know, it's turn-based and that kind of thing. It's like,
metal.
they're
They had
cool, but I gotta be in the
statues of
mood
their
for it.
leaders. Did they have a belief system, you think?
I don't know. Maybe. My expertise is in hauling stuff across the galaxy. If only there was more work in alien antiquities.
Ooh, space archaeologists.
If it can lead us closer to the source of the energy signal, I'm all for it.
I know. Find energy, go home, get rich, but also space exploration.
Alright, so we gotta get through this rubble here, so we gotta get up to that thing to be able to shoot it at the rubble here. But anyway, regardless of how I feel about their other game, the RPG that came out, they have released a lot of really good games that I have enjoyed. And this is definitely added to the list. Which is very interesting that it doesn't take place in the Steam, the SteamWorld series. There is like a little Rusty figure that's in the spaceship for these guys, which I thought was pretty fun. And you do actually have a robot that helps you out back at the spaceship, which hopefully we'll get a chance to see in a minute here, so you guys can see where the spaceship is actually located for us. There we go. Love that effect, by the way. It's such a nice effect. But yeah, you guys might be different from me as far as turn-based RPGs go, traditional RPGs like JRPGs. Very few and far between for me as far as like really getting into them. The last one I really liked, I actually played a bit of oh jeez, that's not good. I played a bit of the Yakuza Like a Dragon game, which I thought was excellent. I still got to get through. I think I'm about halfway through it, but it's a longer game. But I adored it because the story is great. I love I love Ichiban in that game. He's like very funny. Just an excellent game, and that's what it does for me. Is like, for me, traditional RPGs or JRPGs, like I feel like the stories in those games have been the same forever, and I'm so tired of it. It's always like the chosen one character, the one guy who's stronger than everybody, and you know they don't. I feel like they don't vary it up enough. But that game, like, you play as Ichiban, who wants to be that character, but he's totally not, and that's what makes it really funny. Is he's kind of a bumbling oaf who just believes in doing the right thing, and it's a great game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it if you have any soft spot for RPGs here. The way I'm looking here, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get the bomb thing over to where I need to blow up that rubble, because I got to blow up more rubble to get through. Alright, so we jump down here. Yeah, because as soon as I pluck that, what happens is the thing wants to explode. So is there another plant around here that I'm just not seeing, or what? There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be one at a weird angle. There it was. Okay, so I just was not looking properly. Blow it up. Boom. Nice explosion effect, too. Now, the thing is that, you know, now that I've seen them do a 3D platformer with the Gunk here, I would really like to see Imogen Forum do, like, you know, SteamWorld Dig in 3D. Maybe do, like, a story-based, like, almost like Minecraft-esque style game. I think that would be super cool, actually. Though they do know how to do a good 2D platformer when it comes to dig, so I don't know if I'd want them to stray away from. I'm not sure. It's something I got to think about, but it's obvious that these guys can do like most any genre really. They seem to be like killing it with most of them.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Bex, do the inscriptions mention anything about who this fellow is by any chance? You think it's their god?
I don't think so. But the text seemed quite poetic. There's a rhyme to it, like phrases from a fairy tale. Computer's still working on the last bits.
I wonder. I have a feeling he may not be a good guy. Just a hunch. Oh, we do have a slab here, don't we?
They really thought this fellow was a big deal.
Maybe they were forced to think so.
What's going on here? Is it a meeting or a summoning? Maybe this large guy built this whole place, like a founder of the society.
Alright, more materials. Can I build? Okay, so now I can build most of these other upgrades that I have here, so we're going to take a look at those once we get back to the ship for sure. Okay, there's nothing really over here. Man, I just really like this planet, man. Just, it's got such a cool look to it. All the such a weird floral type of look, you know. I dig it. Loading screen. Now we're gonna get to our next bridge piece, I assume.
Reception's getting worse again. Okay.
The gunk close to the pipe seems more hostile, but nothing we can't handle.
Yeah, when we first got here, the gunk just kind of sat there. Now that we've gotten into chapter 4 here, the gunk now like kind of flies around. That's why she's mentioning how it's more hostile. It's like spitting out more enemies. It's flying around. It really,
Hey, another signal spike.
really doesn't want us here.
The closer you get to the other side of the lake, the stronger the readings get.
I'm guessing we'll find some sort of answer through that opening.
All right, well, we're going to pull the other side of the bridge here.
All right, here we go. Time to see where all this leads to.
There's a ton of gunk in the water there, too.
I wonder how they built all of this.
Follow the
No
signal.
traces of machinery.
Maybe like the pyramids back home. I read about it in this expose in Mech's Digest. No one really knows how they were built. Should have been impossible without modern tools.
Yeah, I read that too. That's the sort of feeling I get from this place.
Look at all that gunk below us. I don't even know how we're going to be able to get over to that. Unless that's something we can do now. Looks like now we've been able to access... Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll be able to suck that stuff up now and get rid of it. Now, I remember when they announced this game, when they showed it off, when they announced the gunk, and I was just like, the gunk? It reminded me of this old horror movie that came out in the 80s called The Stuff. And it's a great cheesy, you know, B-horror flick. And yeah, I just thought it was really, really funny. I'm like, the gunk, like the stuff? I don't know. I thought it was funny. But I wasn't sure what to make of it with the title of the game called The Gunk. I was like, is this gonna be like really out there and silly and whatnot? But like, no, I mean, literally you have like all this gunk stuff here like laying around. It's just gross and we're trying to clean it up. That's really all there is to it. My prediction is that big alien statue guy, he's gonna end up being a villain, and he's probably gonna be the one who unleashed the gunk on this civilization here.
Are you? Don't forget to set a beacon.
Alright, so here's our second beacon. So we're gonna place this, and these beacons work as a fast travel. So right now we can use it, we can go back to the campsite. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's head back to the campsite, we'll show you the robot, show you some upgrades. Now, if you don't have Game Pass and you can't play this with the subscription that I am currently doing at the moment, you can also, by the way, this is your friend Bex here.
We're getting close to something big, Bex. I can feel it.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high, but that pipe certainly feels promising.
Yeah, great things are around the corner. I just know it.
But yeah, if you don't have access to Game Pass or don't have it or whatever, you can buy the game for $25. Definitely feels worth it with the kind of world they bit here. This is Kurt. Kurt is a robot because, of course, it's Steam World, right? It's it's Image and Form. The guys who made Steam World, like, there's no way they're gonna make a game without robots, right?
I just know the pipe will lead us to something awesome.
And for some reason, the only thing Kurt can say is "you got served." I don't know why, but it's funny. They make jokes about how, like, they need to change his voice module because, you know, it's all he could say, and it's really annoying. By the way, there's a little Rusty statue. I'm gonna get myself a little picture of that. There we go. Little screenshot. I like that. That's great. And what we're gonna do here is install some upgrades. So we have a void expander. Expand your glove's effective absorption area. Okay, so that might actually be worth grabbing. This one we could take more hits. Collect alien materials to regain health. Bioextractor in your personal console speeds up tissue generation through interstellar ATP delivery, whatever that means. Launch a plasma blast capable of paralyzing small gunk creatures. Inserts a lens array modification for the pulse cannon. I kind of want to make that bigger. And what was this one? Attract gunk creatures for a short while. A small decoy device that radiates energy. That might be fun to try out too, actually. So I do this. What was this one? The plasma blast. Let's do that one. Okay. So now we have several other upgrades we still got to collect materials for. So there you go. We did the upgrades, and now we can throw out one of those. Decoy. Oh, okay, I see. That's why it attracts them. So we haven't run into anything too difficult as far as, you know, as far as combat goes or anything like that. But I have a feeling we're going to go into this tunnel and things are going to get a little crazy here. Or this, not tunnel, this temple. All right, let's check out the polluted lake. And you know what? I didn't really consider it. But once this loads up, I think we'll take a look here. Okay, so yeah, you can actually see on the map how far we've gone, which is actually kind of cool. So I'm assuming we're gonna, like, go up and around. I'm assuming, like, our main point is to get over to that circle that's in the bottom right there. But I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Look at all that gross gunk stuff over there. Nasty. Alright, let's head into the temple. Let's see what we got going on here.
The ping's interference. And I keep...
Bex? Bex, are you there? Crap.
Well, that's not a good sign. We're heading into a gunk thing. Oh god, what is this gonna be? Oh my god. Where are we? Gunk Tower?
Stars. That glowing light up there.
I gotta get a screenshot of that too.
I gotta get up there.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. This is wild. This is a very this very spooky area.
The all clogged up. What is this? A place of sacrifice? Did they make offerings to the energy god? Enough with the fantasies, Ronnie. Stay focused.
Ronnie is how you say her name. Okay. I think about the only thing I could criticize this game for, because I'm really enjoying it. I really don't have much bad to say about it. It's just that it seemed really convenient that we arrived on this planet and we just so happened to have the right tool for the job. Like, we were able to start sucking up the gunk almost immediately as things started. And I was like, wait, so she just so happens to have this gun that could suck up this gross stuff? Like, when and how did that happen, you know? How did they know that they were going to have to suck this stuff up? And on top of that, though, we suck the gunk and the materials, like, up into the same glove and backpack. So, like, is that stuff all getting gunked up and gross because of it? Or how does it all work? I don't know. That's about the only thing I really have to critique on this game so far. Is it just seemed like really convenient that they had the right tool for the job for the thing that we're doing here. Other than that, if you don't think about it too much, very enjoyable game that I'm having a lot of fun with. Alright, so we're climbing a tower, like you do in every Ubisoft game. And we are now trying to find a way to go up the tower. And you want to avoid, I don't think we've seen them yet in this video, but you want to avoid these like little droplet things there because those do explode and they will take you out. Okay, we're moving up the tower. I have a feeling we're going to run into a little fight over here because it looks like that sort of area.
Everywhere. Making progress.
Alright, we made this area look nice. I'll take it. Things are regrowing back. Very good. Gotta make sure I scanned everything. I've been pretty on top of scanning stuff once I see new things, but you just never know. One alien piece. Whatever that means. Now, to my knowledge, I believe the Gunk is exclusive on Xbox right now. It's on Game Pass PC as well as on Xbox Game Pass. But to my knowledge, I don't think that this is on anything else at the moment.
Oh, bollocks. This is gonna take forever, Pumpkin. I wish I could ask Bex for some advice. She'd tell me to just climb up there and take a look at that glowing thing.
Oh, jeez.
Instead of talking to myself like a crazy person.
Okay, I guess the method here is just keep walking, because otherwise the Gunk is going to come after me. It hasn't really attacked me, the Gunk hasn't. It just sends the little enemies after me, usually. Oh my god. It's trying to eat me now, though. You see that? Run. Okay, we're in another little fight area, it looks like.
Good thing I've got my mask on.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let this stuff stop me.
I threw one of those decoy things, but we didn't really have any enemies to fight, so I've been killing them as they get down. Or get thrown down. Once they spawn, I should say. Got no problem with it. Organic. Organic. Oh, I never scanned these little tongue things. That's one thing I do like, is that if you hold the left trigger, you can actually see anything that has this little square on it. If it's green, that's something you have not scanned yet. So, at least the game gives you a clue as to like where you need to scan, what you still need to scan. It's helpful. We're going in.
I think the inscriptions frequently mention the word garden. Is there a
Oh, I can't
garden
see.
in this place?
Can't see anything.
Is this where they grew their crop?
Am I even going the right way anymore? Find out in a second. I didn't realize she put her little mask on, though. That's a nice touch. Alright, keep sucking up the gunk.
No pain, no gain. We're getting close.
Getting close, hopefully. I want to see what happens at the end of this. Okay, in we go. Here we go.
What's that do? I guess I gotta try to get it open?
Ooh, okay. We had to suck the cover right off of it.
Holy crap!
Holy crap indeed, look at that.
What the fish, Ronnie?
Hey, Bex! You're back!
I was so worried. At first, I lost the ping and the radio went all static. And I went inside to try and fix it, and then came this sound like a swoosh. And I looked out, and the whole place had changed. The river's clearing up. The air is lighter, and the energy reading went right off the charts.
I know, right? It was like this mega gunk, and I opened a hatch on the pipe, and there was this, like, energy blast. All the gunk vanished in one blow.
According to the data, you released pure lightning.
It opened up my way, too. I can see where the pipe comes out of the ground.
You can? You have to follow it. I mean, if you think it's safe to go down there.
I'd say me and Pumpkin are up for the challenge.
Very good. And a little achievement there. Mega Gunk. Cleared the Gunk Tower. Very important, right? So yeah, that is the Gunk, guys. I think that's a really, really good look at what you're going to be dealing with in this game. I quite like it. As I mentioned a few times, I think it's really, really well done. I like the characters so far. I like the mystery of the planet and wherever it is we might be heading here. Here, we'll get another picture right there. But yeah, it's on Game Pass. If you got Game Pass, go play it. There's no reason not to. Go see if it's a game for you. If you don't have Game Pass, personally, I think this is definitely worth $25 because I am having a ball with it. It's a 3D platformer with a cool story, cool characters, a fun little device that is different from just shooting guns all the time. I like that they changed it up with that. I like games that kind of experiment and do something a little bit new like that, you know. But this is really, really good. So Image Inform is still killing it with games in 2021. All these years later, they're still doing it, still making it happen. But guys, hey, just want to say thanks for watching. And of course, I'll see you all next time.